Imagine a night where the moon, our constant celestial companion, undergoes a dramatic transformation, turning a deep, spectral red. This haunting spectacle, known as the blood moon, has stirred the human imagination for thousands of years. More than a mere astronomical event, it has served as a harbinger of fate, a divine message, and a trigger for myth and prophecy. Cultures across the globe, from the deserts of Mesopotamia to the peaks of the Andes, have imbued this event with stories of gods, demons, and cosmic beasts. What is the truth behind this ominous orb in the sky? And why has it been so deeply feared and revered? Prepare for a journey into the heart of celestial legend and scientific wonder. Subscribe now and join Orbit Watchers as we uncover the mysteries hidden in the blood-red shadow of the moon. Myths and legends surrounding the blood moon. Before we turn to the scientific explanation, it's important to recognize that many of the myths we've explored still echo in modern minds. In some cultures, people continue to perform ancient rituals during eclipses, fearing misfortune or welcoming transformation. Across ancient civilizations, the blood moon inspired some of the most profound and dramatic myths known to humanity. These stories reflect the fears, beliefs, and cosmological interpretations of societies trying to understand the seemingly supernatural transformation of their night sky. From protective rituals to apocalyptic predictions, here are some of the most famous ancient narratives tied to the blood moon. Mesopotamia, the substitute king. In the ancient cities of Mesopotamia, a lunar eclipse was not merely a cosmic event, it was a crisis. The blood-red moon was perceived as a direct threat to the king, a sign of divine displeasure, or a prelude to disaster. To counter this, a chilling ritual unfolded. A substitute king, often a prisoner or unlucky citizen, was installed temporarily to absorb the god's wrath. The real monarch would go into hiding, while the substitute reigned in fear, knowing that his rule and life would end with the eclipse. This brutal yet strategic practice illustrates the depth of astrological belief and the intertwining of heavenly movements with royal fate. Inca, the jaguar's feast. High in the Andes, the Inca people watched the blood moon with terror and determination. They believed that a jaguar, one of their most sacred and fearsome animals, had launched itself into the sky to devour the moon. As the crimson light spread, fear gripped the villages. People would shout, clang weapons, and shake the earth with noise to scare the jaguar away. This vivid myth, rooted in animism and the sacred bond between nature and cosmos, illustrates the Incas' powerful connection to their environment and their instinct to protect their heavenly guardians. China, the celestial dragon. In ancient China, the blood moon was the work of a dragon, a beast of legend that soared across the sky to swallow the moon whole. The celestial dragon was both feared and revered, a symbol of power that needed to be appeased. During eclipses, communities would come together to beat drums, shoot arrows skyward, and unleash firecrackers to drive the monster away. This rich tradition continued well into the modern era, with even the Imperial Navy participating in the cosmic defense. The myth highlights the cultural significance of dragons and the communal efforts to restore harmony to the heavens. Native American tribes, omens, and warnings. For many Native American tribes, the blood moon was an omen, a spiritual event carrying messages from the ancestors or nature itself. Tribes like the Hupa of Northern California believed that the moon was injured and bleeding, requiring healing rituals to restore its strength. Others interpreted the red hue as a warning of conflict or change, a moment for introspection and community gatherings. The reverence for the moon's spiritual essence reflects the deep spiritual ecology embedded in Native American worldviews. Hinduism, Rahu's revenge. In the rich tapestry of Hindu mythology, the blood moon is linked to the demon Rahu. Betrayed by the gods, Rahu seeks revenge by consuming the sun and moon, creating eclipses. Since his body was destroyed and only his head survived, the moon eventually re-emerges. This cosmic tale is reenacted in spiritual practices during eclipses, where devotees fast, pray, and avoid certain activities to protect themselves from Rahu's dark influence. It's a vivid example of how cosmic dramas are woven into daily religious life, blending astronomy with spiritual discipline. Christianity, signs of the end times. In Christian eschatology, the blood moon holds apocalyptic significance. Biblical passages in Joel and Revelation mention the moon turning to blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord. For centuries, this imagery has fueled prophetic speculation, especially during periods of lunar tetrads. In recent times, televangelists and authors have reignited interest, framing the blood moon as a celestial warning tied to world events. This interpretation merges ancient prophecy with modern fears, keeping the mythos of the blood moon alive in the cultural consciousness. The idea of the blood moon as an omen of war, death, or renewal remains compelling, woven into both spiritual practices and popular beliefs today. But how does science explain it? The science behind the blood moon. A blood moon is not a supernatural omen, but a stunning natural event that occurs during a total lunar eclipse. This happens when the sun, earth, and moon align in a straight line, with the earth situated directly between the sun and the moon. As a result, the earth casts a shadow that completely covers the moon. But instead of disappearing into darkness, the moon transforms into a deep red orb, earning it the dramatic moniker of blood moon. This eerie coloration is due to a process known as Rayleigh scattering. When sunlight passes through Earth's atmosphere, molecules and small particles scatter shorter wavelengths of light, like blue and violet, more than the longer wavelengths, such as red and orange. As the Earth blocks direct sunlight from reaching the moon, the only light that bends around the planet and reaches the lunar surface is this longer wavelength red light. It's the same phenomenon that causes the colors of sunrise and sunset. Additionally, the exact shade of red can vary depending on atmospheric conditions. Volcanic eruptions, wildfires, or heavy pollution can inject particulates into the atmosphere, intensifying the red hue or altering it altogether. The result is a cosmic canvas painted by both astronomy and the Earth's current environmental state. Total lunar eclipses are relatively rare, with about 2 to 4 occurring each year. However, not all are visible from every location on Earth. The visibility depends on the time of the eclipse and the observer's geographic location. Unlike solar eclipses, lunar eclipses are safe to view with the naked eye, allowing people worldwide to witness this mesmerizing event without special equipment. Modern interpretations and cultural impact. Today, while many understand the scientific explanation behind the blood moon, its mystical allure persists. Astrologers often associate it with significant personal transformations, urging individuals to reflect and embrace change. In popular culture, the blood moon has inspired literature, films, and art, symbolizing everything from impending doom to profound beauty. Moreover, the blood moon continues to captivate skywatchers worldwide. Events are organized around its occurrence, with people gathering to witness the spectacle, share stories, and connect with ancient traditions. This blend of science and myth keeps the blood moon a poignant reminder of humanity's enduring fascination with the cosmos. The blood moon stands as a cosmic mirror, reflecting not only the play of light and shadow, but also the fears, hopes, and imaginings of human civilizations. It bridges the gap between the cosmos and culture, turning a scientific phenomenon into a canvas for myth-making and meaning. From jaguars and dragons to demons and kings, the blood moon has served as a timeless backdrop for humanity's most vivid stories. Even in our modern age, where satellites and telescopes unveil the mechanics of eclipses, the crimson glow of the moon stirs something ancient in us all. Let it remind us that wonder, like the universe, has no end. Subscribe to Orbit Watchers to stay connected to the mysteries of the stars and the myths they inspire. Your next cosmic adventure awaits in our channel.